Alright, you guys remember what we did with el verbo ser, right? When we conjugated it, correct? Remember we went like yo soy, tú eres, and we kept conjugating it, and that meant that this was the infinitive, right? The mommy verb, right? And these were going to be the babies, correct? You guys remember that? Well, we are going to be learning the same thing today. Now, what you have to remember now is that in Spanish, we are going to have three kinds of infinitives. Some are going to end in AR. Some verbs are going to end in ER, and some in IR. Okay? Today we are only going to concentrate on the AR ones. Okay? But the concept is going to be the same. You're going to have an infinitive, and then you're going to have to conjugate that infinitive according to the subject. Are you guys with me? Okay. So there are your conjugations in Spanish. Once again, the verbs are going to end in AR, ER, and IR. So the verbs in Spanish. Basically, we talk about infinitives and conjugations. Infinitives, as we said earlier, are like examples such as to read, or to talk, or to run. So a conjugated verb is that one that will change according to the subject. You guys have that very clear, correct? Okay. So, I eat, he eats, she eats, right? When you conjugate it. Okay? So the infinitives in Spanish, the infinitive form of verbs in Spanish end either in AR, ER, or IR. Okay? Here are some examples. Hablar, to talk. Beber, to drink. And escribir is to write. As I keep saying, today we are going to concentrate on the ones that end in AR. All right? So, in English, when you're going to find regular verbs and irregular verbs, right? The regular verbs, yeah, there are horses in here. The regular verbs don't change the root, but the irregular ones do. Have you studied that in English? Anyone? No? Well, now you know it. Okay, it's going to be the same thing in Spanish, but for right now, we are only going to concentrate on the ones that the root does not change. Okay? So, here, we are going to do the AR verbs, and the example is going to be hablar, visitar, and trabajar. Write that down. Okay? Those are some of the examples that you're going to be working with. Hablar, which means to talk. Visitar, to visit. And trabajar, to work. What they were telling you about this, the root and the ending, look at this. Look at this verb. Trabajar, to work. This will be the root of the verb, the part of the verb. This will be the part of the verb that will not change when conjugated. Okay? That will not change when conjugated. Make sure you write that. They also call them the stem. Root. Root or stem. This is the part that will change. That's the part that will change. And this is only for regular verbs, which are the ones that we are going to be seeing. So basically your regular verbs, the root or stem of the verb will not change when conjugated, but the ending, that will be the part that will change when conjugated. Okay? All right? All right. So, okay, the first thing that you have to do with conjugating a verb is to get rid of the AR, the ending part, right? And here's how the conjugation goes. Remember, this is going to be the part of the verb, the stem of the root that does not change, and the AR will change every time. Make sure you write this conjugation down. For yo, I work, trabajar is your infinitive. So what you're doing is you're going to leave the root of the verb intact. You're not going to do anything with it, but the ending will change. So for yo, for I, instead of the AR, it's going to be an O. So yo trabajo. For tú, it's going to be AS. Tú trabajas. For él, ella, and usted, it's going to be an A. Él, ella, usted trabaja. For nosotros, it's going to be AMOS. Nosotros trabajamos. For vosotros, it's going to be AIA. Es, trabajáis. And for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, it's going to be trabajan. So remember, the root of the verb does not change. The only thing that is going to change is the ending. That's for regular verbs, and those are the ones that we are going to see. But right now we are going to concentrate on regular AR verbs. Okay, guys? Can I go to the next slide? Any questions, guys? Everyone is getting this? No questions? Okay. Can I move to the next slide? Okay, so basically what you have to do Once again, is you're gonna leave the root of the verb the same and you are going to change the ending. That is it. Nothing different. Make sure you learn your endings for the area verbs and you will be in perfect shape. Here's another verb. You know, el verbo estudiar, which means to study. Okay? Same principle. Okay, so you have estudiar. You need to conjugate it. The root does not change, but the ending, the AR ending is going to disappear. So for yo, you're going to put an O, right, instead of AR, right? So it will be your studio. For two, the root stays the same, and you're going to put AS, two estudios. Guys, write this down, another verb. For él, ella, and usted, they share the same conjugate, the same ending. Again, the root stays and the ending is A. Okay, for nosotros and nosotras, the ending instead of AR is AMOS, but the root stays the same. For vosotros and vosotras, the root stays the same, but the ending is going to be IAIS. And for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, the root stays the same, but instead of the AR, you're going to put AN. And that's how it's going to work with every single AR verb. So if you learn it, you'll be in perfect shape. All right? Any questions, guys? Questions? No? All right. And this is basically all right, guys? Yeah? All right. Well, let's go ahead and do some verbs. Okay, if I give you this verb, cantar. This verb means to sing. Okay, I want you to conjugate it. So for yo, the root is going to stay the same, right? The only thing that's going to change is the AR, correct? Right? So for yo, it's going to be yo. Hold on a second. Okay, so for yo, it's going to be yo, can. What is the ending? Yo canto, I sing. For do, you write the root of the verb. What is going to be the ending? Instead of AR, it's going to be what? AS, tú cantas. For él, ella, and usted, you leave the root of the verb. What is the ending? Guys, what is the ending? A. Él canta, ella canta, usted canta. Okay, for nosotros. For nosotros, the ending, what will be the ending? Hemos. Okay, for vosotros, what will be the ending? AIS, right? And for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, what is the ending? Guys, what is the ending? Look it up. What is the ending? AN. Okay?